Good morning, here she is, the wonderful Liz, and we're gonna get into it. But before we get into it, I'm gonna send out some I'm good.
Yeah.
Send out some. What am I sending out again? Things. Right. I want to send out lots of love to my goddaughter, Tasia, my lovely son who's starting his new work today. I wish you the best of luck, son. To Dino. To Deborah, thank you and your husband yesterday for filling me up. I'll tell you something. I had a roll this morning, but I'm still full up from yesterday's dinner. Dessert, white hot chocolate. Oh my God, you've done the works. I'm so grateful. And you made my bank holiday. Shout out to my cousin Jackie. Thank you for us raving in the festival in the rain like we're two 20-year-olds, but we made it, we tried it, we danced, we ate and everything else. So I just want to give thanks. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Yeah, so that's my shout out, and I will remember anyone else. Oh yes, and to Karma, I want to shout him out as well. He's a musician. Shout you out, Karma, as well. Shout out my little friend Winston in Jamaica. Just want to say hello. Oh, I don't want to say that, sorry. And I want to reintroduce my guest. This is Louise. I called her Liz, I'm so sorry. It's Louise.
She's definitely got the bank holiday.
The bank holiday thing, isn't it? Louise, how are you, my darling? How are you?
Thank you.
Are you really, truly good? How's your mental health and your well-being?
Fantastic.
You look fabulous.
Yes,
she looks fabulous. Let me tell you, she got, is it 4?
4.
She has 4 children. If you see the figure here, honestly, Aunty's mighty jealous, but in a nice way, you know what I mean? Oh, thank you for joining me. It's been a year and a bit that I met Louise. Yeah. And she promised and she came through, so.
I like to keep to my promise. Yes, it took a bit of time, but yeah.
But you came. It's the main thing, you know? I'm happy that you came. Sorry, love the beat. I'm trying to get this thing up. Oh, my goodness me. But this is real life. It's life. And so you have to bear with me. Bear with me, people. Okay. I'll be up and running.
Good morning.
Hey, hiya, Chris. Hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Right. Sweetheart. Oh, it's like this, isn't it? You know when you lose what you meant to? That's it.
There you go.
Okay. We're up and running in 1. We're here. Good. Let's see you. There she is.
Good
there
morning.
she is. Yeah, there she is. So, darling, how have you been? What's life about? What is it? Tell us about Louise.
About Louise.
Yeah, what is Louise about?
I'm about, I guess, inspiring and empowering others, I guess, to overcome anything they're going through. And I guess, you know, just generally what feeds my soul is helping others.
Yeah.
You know, some people, I guess, with Tara, you know, growing up, I guess, or throughout my life even till now, is I probably, a lot of the time I put a lot of focus on helping others, and people say, well, why do you do that? Because it's kind of almost a bit of a selfish thing. Okay. Because that feeds my soul. Yeah,
so it's helping you as well as. Yeah.
But what necessarily feeds my soul is not what's going to feed someone else's, and that's what we've got to accept, I guess. But yeah, I'm just literally a fun, loving, I guess, life and soul of the party. Yeah. And it's a bit crazy. I can be like Marmite. What you see is what you get.
Okay, yeah. And what's wrong with what we see and what we get? What is wrong with it? Why do people still have a problem with it?
I think personally it's because they're not comfortable within themselves.
So insecurity?
Possibly, yeah. Or it could be past traumas. I find that a lot of people that find you uncomfortable when you're a confident person are the ones that would wish they could be like that. And it's just about, I guess, trying to make everyone's unique in their own way. Everyone has something special. It's just about bringing that out of them, really. Okay. And
what if you can't bring it out of them? Because I'm just alluding that what if you can't bring it out and you'll think you're doing the best for that person and
but you know what? But you know what? Sometimes that person will come out of themselves, just not when they're around you.
Oh, right.
You know? So sometimes you still have to do them lessons. You still have to be you. You can't not be you. I can't help but try and help somebody or try and do something. It's just in me.
Yeah.
But sometimes we can't bring that out of that person. But the lessons we've had, I guess, within that relationship or friendship or whatever it will be, they will learn, and so will you learn certain things. You know, just maybe not to be exposed in that situation.
In that situation, okay. Yeah. Hello again, everybody. Thank you for joining us. So, Louise, I'm going to ask you a question. Have you gone through any experiences that has made you be who you are now, or an extension of you?
100%.
You have, yeah. Anything that you'd like to share? Which is,
I'm a very open person, so I will. I went through a situation when I was, I say, 19 years old, and I guess leading up to that situation, I came from a very, very good family. I had a very good upbringing. All of us were into sports, so I was an ice skater. I skated at Wembley with Torvin and Dean. All my family still do it.
Oh my gosh.
I guess the pivotal point where I feel it kind of went a bit wrong was when I stopped skating. Okay. And I was literally, there's another life. There's boys, there's going out, and I think kind of where I didn't still have that discipline of the sports, I fell into situations that I probably wouldn't have, if that makes sense. So, not bad, but I mean, I just got involved, the wrong people because of my kind heart. Yes. That's my biggest problem, I guess. But at 19 years old, I was in a relationship, and I ended up where, I guess I knew from the beginning. Looking back, there was flags, but I was young. I didn't have a clue. But I was at 19 years old. I ended up with 37 stitches in my face and 9 in my ear, where I should have died. I hit like an artery, it was spurting out. I had to have like.
So this is from the ex-partner.
Yes, yeah. And I guess at the time I couldn't really understand what was going on, and because I wasn't used to that, growing up. So I think initially when I first saw it, before that happened, I guess I could kind of see it leading up to something, but I didn't quite understand. Okay. And I kind of didn't tell my parents because I was almost trying to protect them. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
And then obviously that happened. And I remember on the day it happened, so I literally went out to this party, and
can I ask you, was he the same age as you?
He was double my age.
He was double your age?
He was double my age at the time, so obviously he had a lot more experience, and he knew what he was, he knew what he was doing. Obviously at the time it was, but there was just little things I think back, and people did try and warn me in a way. Yeah. But I just thought it was as innocently as I am. I went and told him, and that caused a whole other thing. So I was like, okay, so if I tell him something, then he's going to react to these people. So I just kind of kept quiet, I guess, and I felt that I was strong enough, I guess, to protect myself. And then obviously it came a bit too much. But the night in question it happened. Yeah. We were going to a party, and he was already kind of in that mood because he'd got into a kind of altercation while we was on our way, and I kind of dismissed it, if that makes sense, and just took him away from it. And then we were at the party. I think he was just drinking and doing what he does, probably flirting with every other woman in there. Okay. But I just didn't even care, because at that point I didn't want to be with him, but I just didn't know how to get out. Yeah. And so I'm sat on the he's sat on the speaker box, falling asleep drunk. I'm where the DJ is, and I'm just sitting talking. He's woken up and literally just come up with me with like the magnum sized champagne bottles. Yeah. And just hit me in my head. And I remember just kind of falling back and blacking out, and then kind of running towards these the patio. Yeah. And this guy that I was standing next to, he kind of grabbed me, and I remember he had a white shirt on, and all I remember is going in and out of consciousness, Yeah. And then I'm hearing, he's covered in blood, and I'm hearing people go, "You need to call the ambulance," and then people are going, "Oh, well, what, the police are going to come," and they were like, "Police, because she's going to die." Yeah. Oh my God. And then I blacked out again, and I was on the stairs waiting for the ambulance, and then there was a woman that was there that she knew my mum and that, and I didn't really know anyone else there. Yeah. So I was like, "Oh, can you come to the hospital with me?" And she was like, "Oh, I don't really do blood." And it's the only person that knew anybody. Yeah. But lo and behold, that same woman turned up taking him in. and being with him, and this is
sorry, people. I just have to. I'm not
which is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh my god! So this was in a part. This was in a club or something.
There was in a party, a house party. You know, used to old
so nobody
house
stopped
parties.
this situation.
Well, it happened, and then he was taken away, dragged out.
Oh, he was taken away. Okay, okay.
Yeah, but he still went home to the place we were living in. So we was renting a room at the time, and my parents came with me to get my stuff. And I said, you know, don't do anything. I said, because I didn't understand what was going on. You know, you might not have a talk, because I was trying to make ends meet of the whole situation.
Yeah, make sense of it sort of.
Yeah, but then we walked into the house, and I remember the lady that we were renting the room from, she said, no, it's not Louise, no. And she started crying, the brothers. And I walked into the room where we're at, and obviously he's still drunk or whatever he was doing, I don't know.
Yeah.
And he said, what happened to your face? How do we get home?
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Just
yes.
Right, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I know.
He asked you what happened.
Yes. To your face.
To your face.
How did we get home?
Hey.
Didn't go home with me.
It's not even funny, people. This is terrible, because this is domestic violence. This is not funny.
Yeah.
But
I can laugh about it now.
Yeah.
You know? I can laugh about it.
So
now,
did you answer him? Did you reply to him?
I just shook my head and just packed my stuff up, and I kind of went. But that wasn't the end of it, was it? Of course it wasn't. I mean, obviously I went to hospital. They said, oh, who was it? I said, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want the whole... Well, no, not protect him. I just didn't want... I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And then I guess it got to the point, you know, down the line, 8 months. You're making me still meet up with you. You're forcing me to have contact. And I'm having to, you know, oh, you're going to turn up at my house, or, you know, so it was like, I used to go, I've got an identical twin sister.
Oh, have you?
So, yeah, so she kind of used to come with me. But this was kind of after, we was in a safe house. No, we weren't, this is before I was in a safe house, but basically when he wouldn't leave us alone, we had to go to a safe house in Cambridge, I remember. But it was like, I know I was strong from that point, because even the day it happened, my friend had a birthday party the morning after. And I was all the stitches, I had to get someone to fly in from another hospital because I wouldn't do it, because this one looked like, I remember my twin sister came to see me in the hospital, so I'm rambling a bit, because it's probably the first time I've spoken about it online.
You take your time, don't worry.
It's fine.
Take your time.
My twin sister came. I didn't want to call my parents on the night it happened, so I called my twin, and she came with her boyfriend, dropped her there at the time. And she walked into the room, and I said, I'm not your twin no more. And she said, no, it's fine. I said, no, it's not. She said, it's fine.
Yeah.
And until, I guess, maybe about a year and a half ago, she didn't tell me. She walked out of the hospital, like the unit or the thing I was in, and she collapsed to the floor. Oh, gosh. She said it literally looked like someone had got an axe and taken a chunk out of her head, you know? But that next morning, so I was tiny. I was just tiny then, because I was so unhappy I wasn't eating. I was even smaller than I am now. But I remember I had the glass all shattered all here, all down here, that's cut my clothes off me. And then I remember the next day, like I said, I had my friend's birthday. And they were like, oh no, you don't go. I said, I'm going. I'm going. And I had this thing on my face. And I remember going to South Road Station, and I took a picture in the little photo booth. I don't know why, I just wanted a picture, and I kept the picture and did it with it. And I went to my friends, and she just nearly just fell in my, like, she just couldn't believe. But I didn't want anyone to kind of, I guess, fuss or, you know. And it was, I guess it was an up and down thing. And, you know, emotion wise, I guess it's still affects you to this day in a different way. But what it is like, there's so many forms of, I guess, domestic abuse. It's not just physical. You know, it's like, I kind of feel like I went through emotional one in a different situation, and I think that was even worse than the physical.
Did you find out much about him when you started to date him? Did you like?
I didn't really. I don't know what it was. I don't even know how. It was just, I think I met it just randomly through, and I just don't know why. I think I was I don't know. Maybe I was, I don't know why. He just said something to me, and I probably felt uneasy at the time anyway.
Okay.
But I didn't know what the feeling was then. But as you get older, that funny feeling, it's a no.
It's a no, isn't it? It's a serious no, people, you know? Hi. Hello. Hi. Oh, my word. And the fact that he was, so that means he would have been 30, 38?
He was, okay, so...
If you're 19...
Yeah, about 38, 40, might have been 40.
Yeah.
He might have been 40.
Oh, my God.
I think, yeah.
And this was your first boyfriend?
I'd say first relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And, but now I don't have any, like, hate or anything. I embrace every situation I've been through. And I feel even the madness I used to do in that situation, like, I would never do it now. I'm going to go to it on camera, but do you understand? You put yourself in predicaments and you're like, what an idiot. Yeah,
but when you're young, we do, you know, we do things like that. Wow, I'm grateful that you're here to tell the story.
Of course.
And I'm grateful that you're still alive, because it could have went the other way.
Of course. But I just think people need to talk about, it's, you know, at least 1 in 5 people go through it, you know? And it's not just females. A lot of males where I've told my story, a lot of males have come forward, I guess, and said that they're going through it. But they're not, they feel embarrassed as a man. You shouldn't feel embarrassed. You shouldn't feel embarrassed. People. There's wicked people everywhere.
Don't get me started with that. Louise. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so like I say, but then it's another way to go through it mentally. But it's I just feel like if you're going through a situation, it's not normal. It's not okay. And you know, you don't want to be in a situation where that person then brings, I guess, the wrong side out of you
as well,
because of their narcissistic or actions, you know, because it's very easily done, and you know, just take one day at a time, really, one day at a time, and I promise you, it gets easier. It really
I don't
does.
know why
it does.
People have to go through this, you know. I just don't know why. I don't have the answer for that.
But you know what? Sometimes you need to go. Sometimes you need to. Okay, I've gone through it, and I will be vocal about it. And I'm setting up, guess a platform, a podcast where, you know, people can speak about their real life experiences and not feel away. To do it to help other people.
Yes, that's what it does. Yeah.
Because you know, it's like people will not necessarily come and speak about it to you.
No.
If I talk about it, all
you
of a sudden,
for someone else to speak,
then they open up to you, and it's you know, and people think, well, but they haven't hit me. It doesn't make, you know, it can be financial. Yeah. Financial, where they restrict your money or take your money, or, you know, telling you what you can and can't wear and what you can and can't do. That is controlling, and that's still a form. Yeah, of abuse, people. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So. How would you, now I'm going to ask you this in a way, like, how would you tell someone to get out of there? You see it, they tell you about it constantly. They're in it, they're living it. How do you tell, especially if it's someone close to you, how do you tell that person, listen, the next time I see you, you might be in the box? See, the thing is, you've either got, if it's that bad, you've got to give a bit of a harsh reality. Yeah. And if you're given that harsh reality and they're still there, how do you... Sometimes you need to be ready yourself, you know, and I feel like the first point of call of being ready is where you kind of tell somebody something, Okay. Let me tell, I don't know why this alarm keeps going off, sorry. All right, that's all right, don't worry. Yeah, there's no point them coming and telling you their story and going on. You're giving them their advice. You've got two ways. I mean, me personally, you know? what I would suggest is just be there for them, you know. Okay. Don't make them close up. Okay. Because if someone closes up, you know, it can then make the situation worse. And I guess just being there for them and just not pressurizing too much, or I mean, for me, okay, so what kind of, I guess, took me so long, like I said, was it took me enough courage to, it was just one day, I'll be honest with you. So for 8 months, it was on and on and on, you know, forcing me to meet up with you, forcing me, you know, because then I was scared to tell anybody. And then one day I just had enough, and it was just, we were out. and he was helping at a club, and he just said something to me, and I said, you see that, and all the people that he was working with were kind of, I said, see the person that you're laughing with now, with the first person to do whatever to you, yeah? And I looked him in the eye and I said, this is the last time you ever speak to me like that. And that's when I made that call.
That's when you made that call.
Because I knew there was no way of getting away from you without me doing that call. I said, leave me alone. You didn't leave me alone. So I had no other choice but to contact somebody, you know? And I guess the way I freed myself eventually from it all was I contacted him. And I when he's out, and I said to him, I said, if I walk down the street and I see you, what would you say to me? And he said, he says that I'd like to go and have a drink. I said, walk past me.
Wow.
Walk past me, yeah?
Did you find out if he had issues, any mental health issues or anything like that?
I mean, I don't think anybody, in their right mind, you can't be thinking straight to do that to anybody anyway. But I guess with me, I'm a kind of a believer that anyone's actions are because of previous trauma.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't judge anybody for how they are, but it doesn't mean I have to keep around you.
No, that's right. Yeah.
So it's like my actions. I may close up in certain situations, or if a situation gets, I guess, heated, or there's anger, or
something might trigger you.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm not delusional. I'm really not. It still can have the effect to this day in certain situations. Even recently where something happened, and I thought, it hadn't triggered it, but just seeing that amount of blood somewhere else, it triggered the memories of it all.
What did your parents say? Did they must have told you to leave him and everything?
Yeah, they did.
They did.
I didn't. It was like. But they didn't know the whole. They kind of must have known, but the thing is, you don't listen, do you?
No. When you're young, yeah.
And they didn't like him anyway. I just didn't listen. And I learned. Yeah. But I learned, and I do not. I guess I wouldn't want anyone to go through that, but I don't regret it because it's made me the strong person I am today. And whereas, yes, I have scars on my face, but that's part of me now. So, and I just feel that people need to just stop trying to paint something as it's not. I've done it for years. Yeah.
And we've all done
to change.
Yeah, we've all done it.
Yeah. If it's a red flag, it's a red flag. Let's not make it yellow or green. Yeah. It's red.
Thank you for teaching me that now.
But we still learn, don't we? I'm sure this won't be the last mistakes I make, or
So even going through it, so do you think it was? I mean, you've said this made you stronger, but a learning. Have you looked out? So if you're gonna date again, let's just throw it out there. Will you look for those specific signs?
I think the thing is that the problem is it's not always the same signs.
Yeah.
Like, I went through a different situation, and that was more, I guess, mental. Like the whole point where someone's making you feel you're crazy. No, you're not crazy. You're right. But it's like the mind. People try to play with your mind, you know, and being in a relationship can make you physically ill.
You're saying that.
It can make you physically sick, and there's a big link between mental health and gut health, and your mental health isn't right, your gut health's not right, and vice versa. And it actually turns off now. Right, that's off. Yeah. But there is a big link between it all, and it's not a joke. It happened to me for a few years.
So what was happening inside?
I just was constantly, I do suffer with IBS, but I was constantly sick all the time, and it got to the point where I didn't really have a life. So it could be one day I might wake up, I might be sick 10 times, I might be sick 20 times, and I didn't realise it was the situation I was in, and it was, I guess I was just anxious about the situation.
You would be.
Even the doctors were like, I don't really like going to the doctor, trying to avoid it, try to be natural, but they were like, well, we're going to have to have a test because we don't know what it is. And it was the situation I was in, and it happened years ago, and I had eczema, and I'd I hadn't had it for years, and then I was in this relationship, and it just felt so bad. I mean, the pharmacist was making my own special creams because nothing would work. And I left that situation, and, you know, it went. But I guess what it is with me, I guess I love very deeply. I don't
spoke
do
about it
half.
yesterday.
Yeah,
Loving hard. Love hard, yeah. We don't know how to lessen it, yeah.
I don't feel like you should necessarily have. You just got to find the person that you can love that way, you know. But then also it's like one. So
you're telling me you was allergic to man that made you sick? I'm just finding out you got an allergic to man.
I don't know.
That made you sick.
No, I'm allergic. I don't like stress. I don't like.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a lover.
Yeah.
I'm just a fighter. Some people can make you like that.
See, people, even a man could drive you to sickness. Oh my word.
And I'm sure women could do it to the men too.
Yeah.
And vice
versa.
Both.
Yeah, for both. Oh my word.
Yeah.
So did you have a good support system? Okay, we had mum and dad telling you, but all through, as you're going through, have you got a good support system?
I do.
Okay, that's good.
I do.
Yeah.
But I mean, even if some people don't have a good support system, there are a lot of places, and you know, that you can get access to help.
Okay.
And also just talk to somebody.
Yeah. Just
talk to somebody. Sometimes talking to a stranger is better.
It's better. Yeah, absolutely.
Because they're not going to judge. They're going to look at it from, I guess, the
outside bird's eye view. Yes, to say yeah.
So, but yeah, just don't suffer alone. I would definitely say that. But one thing that got me through was fitness. Like I said at the beginning, I guess where it kind of spiraled out, where I didn't have that discipline. I was training, I guess, on ice skating. We used to go before school. We had a license to be off school actually, but we used to go like every morning. So we train in the morning before school. We train after school. If we had competitions, we train more.
As well, which is good.
Yeah,
you know,
and that's why I feel like every child growing up should have some kind of sport or discipline. Because it's great for your mental health. It makes you feel good. It makes you look good. It's like I got over, I guess, the situation when I got over it. Not that situation, the other situation I was in. Through fitness.
Fitness, yeah.
So I brought back into fitness, my love. And
how did you drag yourself back there?
Well, it was somebody that was around me, so and he brought me back into the fitness. It was what he was into, and then I started training, and then I done my personal training course. I'm a qualified PT as well.
People.
So there will be programs coming out that I guess help people in the same situation I was in, you know, and just having that I suppose that buddy system, that network, that support network. But it's like training for me was when I don't train, my mental health isn't right. Like,
okay, so you definitely have to.
Oh, you have to. It's like when I know that's what got me over it, because you have something to focus on. You're not sitting there thinking about the negative, or you know, you focus on feeling better about yourself, and then you look back and think, what was I even doing?
What was you doing? Yeah.
Literally, and it's not in an anger way, and you know, you don't have to feel anger towards them, you know, or towards the situation. It's like, okay, right, I found myself again, you know. But there's, you know, just because if you start that journey, don't beat yourself up because it's an up and down. It's up and down and up. No, it is up and down, you know, because you'll go through, you know, sometimes you're on smoke and you're just, everything's going perfect. You're training every day, you're feeling great, and then something can come in and just
make you just not want to do it.
Yeah.
Mess
up your flow.
How do you pick up yourself from that?
You just go.
Sorry.
Don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. You know.
So you allow yourself to have that downtime. Okay.
Yes, you allow yourself to have that bit of downtime. But the reason why I think it's a good thing is because you then realise how good it is for you. When you're not doing it and you're thinking, okay, right, no, I really need to get back to training. This is really what I need. So I just, you know, I just feel that that's a focus, I guess, when you leave in a situation. So it gives you that thing to focus on. And that's it's going to make you feel good, you know. And I guess most people leaving a domestic violence situation feel like absolute crap. Yeah. Whether it's because they've been told they look like crap, or they've been told this, or they've been made to feel like anything, you know. And some people may not even you know, some people have been in situations, may have been controlled so much they haven't even got a job, or they've never worked, or they've never.
Now they're devaluing themselves now.
So to have kind of, I guess, which is what I eventually want to do, is an organisation where you can have all of that under one thing, you know, or direct them to people that can help them, you know, because some people just literally have to start from the ground up.
And it's hard work.
You know, they leave a situation with the clothes in their back.
Yeah.
You know,
and if you've got the kids as well, it's
it's not a joke. So. But you know, just go easy on yourself, and one day at a time, and you know, but don't stay there, because you know it can be that one fatal time where, you know.
And the thing is, I guess when you're in it, you believe that one day it might get better. Did you have those thoughts when you was in the situation that?
Of course you do.
It will get better.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Or you think, or you try and find a way. To make it better, because you can't see a way out at that moment. So I guess you try and find a way to make it better, or to see the good in that person. But unfortunately, unless they're going to help themselves, then you know. And like I said, a lot of it is, I guess, their own trauma. You know, and if they haven't dealt with their trauma, they're going to project that on you. You know.
You're right, you know, with that. Yeah, you are. Hello, people. I'm just saying hello again. Thank you for joining us today. We're talking to lovely Louise about her story. Wow, I'm just a bit.
There's probably more.
Yeah, doesn't matter, but you know,
But yeah, so on my fitness journey.
Yes, tell us about that.
I lost.
So what weight were you when it?
I was 100, and I guess when I left relationship with my daughter's, I'm not going to go into too much detail, for daughter's dad. I was probably about 110, 111 kg, I think.
Wait a minute. So I'm 91 kgs. So you was more than me. I'm not.
Yeah, but you was not.
No, but you couldn't. Wait a minute, 110 kg.
I was about 110 kg, and I'm now about 71-ish.
Yeah.
But I go up and down between 70s and.
But what I'm just trying to imagine, I'm just trying to imagine how you would look, because I'm 91 kg, so 110, and you're not so.
Yeah,
you're not so tall.
I'm not tall. No.
Oh.
I'm quite short, aren't I?
God Almighty! So all of that was because of what you was going through.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess you. In certain situations, you either do well. I think that situation, it was, I guess, they just didn't want me to go anywhere, so just at home.
Okay, eating, yeah.
Because that's what they eat.
Yeah,
you know, happily would have made me eat and get back to no one looks at you.
But the thing is, people
still look at you anyway. So try it. It doesn't make no difference. Some people prefer it, which I don't like. You know, everyone's got a preference. So for me, it's not about the weight; it's about how I feel. You know, so I personally would never want to be too. It's just I've always had a shape, regardless. But it's not about that. It's about how you feel inside. You know.
So what were you eating to comfort yourself then? Was it all kinds of stuff?
I don't know really. I don't really.
You can't remember.
I guess it was over time, and then obviously I just had the little one as well.
Okay.
Maybe 6 months before. But I guess it can be anything, can't it? Just whatever. Even if you're not being active.
Yeah.
You're gonna put on the weight, aren't you? But
So this is now your daughter's father. So you went through another situation with him. This is different again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But that was, I guess, totally different. Yeah, it was just a different way of controlling, I suppose.
Did he know about the past?
Yes, which is probably my mistake. You know, don't always tell it at the beginning, because then they think they could treat you that way.
Yeah. But the thing is, at the time, you think you're doing the right thing because you're thinking someone's going to listen.
And also, you know, sometimes I do speak about it because I don't want people to feel like if I react a certain way in a situation, like, oh, this girl's tapped.
Yeah.
No, this girl's been through something. And I'm a very sensitive person as well. You know, and I'm not afraid or ashamed to speak about what I've been through, you know.
And again, you're helping someone, even today now, sweetheart, you're helping someone out there. It's not one young lady or young man, you really are helping someone, you know.
Exactly.
And I'm so grateful, because it's not easy to talk about.
No, it's not
easy to speak about it, because it's your life that's happened to you, so you know, it's not easy at all. Wow.
So
I'm sorry, I think we've got a peeping Tom over there.
Where?
Yeah, just there.
Is it? Oh, yeah. God. Looking in, eh?
Oh dear. Yeah. But yeah, go ahead with your...
No, but yeah, so I just feel like having, I guess, to get out of, if you're in a situation, so back to how, just find your own life. Yeah, find your own life, find something that, you know, I know a lot of the time you're isolated from friends, because that's what happens. And, you know, hands up to happen to me, you know. And that is, I guess, for somebody looking from the outside, that is, I guess, a first sign of maybe something isn't right at home, because if someone's normally a sociable person, and all of a sudden they're not wanting to be around,
or that person feels awkward around them. Even I had that situation where he was awkward around being around the people that I was around. Oh, I don't like that person. I'm thinking,
because what it is because that person knows you, okay, and that person knows you. They know if you're around that person too much, they're gonna clock on something ain't right. Yeah. They can't hide what's going on, you know? And that's
narcissist, I can't stand you. I mean, I just can't. Honestly, God, I just can't. I don't always think, but I just can't stand you. You're just, man.
Yeah, but it just doesn't. It's not always in a relationship, though. You can have friends that are... telling you it doesn't matter.
Close.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
And that's a shock as well, because you think, you've grown up. You brought me up. How are you like this? Why are you like this?
But you know what? Try to understand the why. I did that for years and years. And I started questioning, okay, why? Why is this person behaving like this? Sometimes you can't understand.
So you just have to leave it.
Just have to leave it. Just leave it.
And I was told this yesterday. I want to say thank you, Paul, for telling me this yesterday. He said I must just leave it. And today I've got confirmation that I should just leave it.
There you go.
Leave it.
Leave it. Don't try to understand everybody.
I'm trying to understand everyone. No. Why.
Not everyone's cut from the same cloth, and not everyone's got a good heart like you. Yeah. So you just have to accept that sometimes.
And even if it's the closest to you, your mum, your dad, your whoever, you just have to let it go, innit?
Yeah, you do. Let it go. You do. But yeah.
Oh, wow.
People can be funny creatures, like, seriously, like...
and the thing is, the ones they're supposed to attack, they won't.
Yeah.
But the good ones, they want to come and...
Because, you know, the thing is, when they're like that, they know who to go towards. They know they can't do it to certain people. You know? And I've always been, from when I was young, been told I wear my heart on my sleeve. And for years, people say you shouldn't do it. But, you know, I don't feel I should necessarily... I don't want to change. Why should I change who I am for somebody else? Yes, I've got to be more careful. Yes, I've got to be more cautious, but I am me, and I will continue to be me to the day I go.
That's right. Absolutely.
I can't be anything else. I can't be anything.
And if you tried to be anything else, you wouldn't be your authentic self.
No,
you know? So
everyone that knows me knows my energy.
Yeah.
They just know my energy, and that's, you know. And at the same time, most of the time, you know, regardless of what I've had going on, I'll still go out and I'll still put on that face and whatever. But if I want to cry, I will have a cry.
I cry hard.
I'm a very emotional person.
Cry hard.
Let's put some lip gloss on.
You know what I'm like.
But there's no harm in crying.
But it's a good flushing. When you cry good, it's a good flush out of...
Because why keep it in here? Because, you know, at the end of the day, if you're stressing inside, it's the biggest killer. Let it out.
Let it out.
You know, and one day at a time. My nan was always say, one day at a time. You know? So just little steps.
When was the last time you cried? Proper. Really let it out, you know? And then everything came
not that long ago.
Yeah.
Probably a few weeks ago.
Was it?
Yeah, maybe 3 weeks ago, possibly.
And how did you feel afterwards? Did it let out what
it always does?
Let out, yeah,
it always does. Like I just, and it's not always sad tears.
Yeah,
it can be happy.
It can be happy ones
and relief tears.
Yeah,
you know. But I'm definitely an emotional person. But that's emotional. You know, sad emotions, good emotions. I show it all. Emotion.
Yeah. Okay. That's all right. That's all right. You know, that makes you human. So that's all right. Yeah. But people, you must have a good cry. I had a good cry and everything came out. Everything you could think of.
Even down to every little
little thing that was so
and then
weak.
you remember that happened about
about millions of years ago, but I still cried it out, and I cried it out,
I'm letting myself free.
Yeah, and it was lovely.
You let yourself, you just let it go.
Let
it go.
So people, it's healthy to have a good cry. Cry it all out and start all over again. Make me start crying now. No,
not
yet. But yeah, it's good to have a good cry. Don't be told, because growing up you're told, oh, what you're crying about, what you this. No, cry it out. It doesn't matter. Young people, older people, men, women, everything. Cry it out. Sometimes
everybody cries.
Yeah,
everybody cries.
It's good to have a good cry, man. Oh my gosh.
I don't keep it in. I don't keep it in. Yeah. I think you find. What do you feel like? How men and women, I guess, with their, I find a lot of men keep it in.
They keep it in. They keep it in a lot. That's why I'm encouraging you to let it out. Because I've gone through situations with young people that are almost was on the brink of suicide. Yeah. And I don't want to see another person lost again. So I'm just saying to you now, just let it out. God, you make me feel emotional now. Just let it out. Yeah, let it out.
It's not a joke.
No, it isn't. Let it out. Don't. It's better to cry somewhere.
But do you feel like it's more accepted now? Or
I think
more
so. Now, before, back in the day, it'd be like, what you cry, as a man especially, what you crying about? But
then I guess it's that.
It's the times we're in now that you're allowed to.
But but then a lot of it, you got a lot of abuse and bullying on social media because of the way people are, which to me is just terrible.
See, I don't understand that amount of abuse online because I'm old school. For me, I'm just a networker, what have you. I don't really, when I'm hearing people are abusing you and you're taking it to the level that you want to commit suicide, there's something really wrong there.
No one has that power.
No one should have that power to do that.
Nobody has
over
that
a
power
screen.
Over you.
It doesn't. To me, again, it doesn't make sense. It's my son that has to teach me. This is what's going on because I'm just like, you're gonna kill yourself because someone said something.
When you feel alone, you're never alone. You got the Lord above.
100%.
Find something spiritual. Yeah. Find yourself again. You're never alone. You're never alone.
Don't do it to the crux that you have to kill yourself because somebody says you don't look like this. I don't give a damn how I look. You don't like it. That's your business.
Are they there? Are they
there?
Here? Are they there paying your bills? Are they there?
No, you're not.
They're not.
If you look at it like that, then you won't have that moment to think, I'm going to do something to myself. No way.
But don't get me wrong. Doesn't mean you don't feel like that.
Yeah, you can feel like that, but you don't have to take it to the next stage or
it's okay to feel like it's all too much and but just take a step back. Take a break.
And know you. Look at you. Look yourself in the mirror and love you. You know what I mean? Love you. Don't try and impress someone to love you. Love you.
Take that power back.
Yeah. That's very wise, but let me write that down so I write on my profile later. Take that power back. It's so true.
It is, like, honestly. But you know what? I always get to the point in me where I can laugh in certain situations because here we go. We're really going down there again, Louise. What's going on? Come on now. How many times do you have to learn?
But I don't know, sometimes, like you said...
Because it comes different ways.
Yeah, it doesn't just come as you think it would come. It will come left, right,
and
middle.
The worst one is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Believe me, I went in a situation recently, but we're not going to get on
We're not going to get on that now.
Yeah, not now, maybe later.
But you're right, with the sheep in... My ex, he came in the suit and all the presents and all the this and the that, and I was thinking, that's it, I'm finished, I've made it now, relationship's going good, I'm getting married soon, blah blah blah. But I didn't know he was side-eyeing me. What for? I'm just a gish woman to him back then. What are you side-eyeing me for?
But
what for? Louise, tell me what for. Oh God.
Your heart too good.
Yes. And I can't be horrible. That's just not in my agenda at all. I don't have an agenda like that. That man's really peeping at us people. We've got a peeping Tom.
Hello.
Hi. That's what we do to peeping Toms. Hello. Do you want this side?
Give me something to look at.
And I think he's taking a picture, Look.
He is.
Hi. Nice to see you. Got a good view? Great.
Oh,
yeah,
but you know what? It's the
sheep's clothing. The one
people are just it's almost like it's laughable. Some situations now, I'm nearly at that point where I can laugh at it. But when you're in it, or it's not laughable.
No. It's quite, I don't know if it's shameful. You feel like...
You do have that little bit of embarrassment. Of course you will, but you shouldn't, but we do.
But we do, because it's for me, it was like, you're a big man. Why are you behaving like, you're older than me? One, I know AJ got nothing to do with it, but I'm supposed to learn from you being an elder.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be still teaching. I'm meant to be learning. And I felt like I was teaching.
Yeah, it's all right. Listen, it's all right teaching, but they got to teach you too.
Yeah, but there was no teacher coming back. It was just take.
No. Yeah, literally. But you know what? So long as in any situation I've been in, I give my 100 and whatever %.
Yeah.
I've tried every way to make it work. Then I can walk away and I feel absolutely no pain, no trauma, no nothing.
Well done.
That's the way I do it. Okay, so because obviously I can't sit and
wallow in it, as we call it.
Yeah, and also you can't sit there and say no one's perfect.
No.
Yeah, but most of the actions where I've been in situations are because of what has happened to me or what they've done to me prior to it, and then all of a sudden you're the narcissist.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's walk it back.
Yeah. How did it come like that? You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so grateful for you sharing this, because it opens up a lot of doors for people. Like I said, people are listening and they're going through it and they don't know how to start to talk. And you've done that. So you've helped that,
you can add me.
Yes. Think about your...
What Do You Live For?
Yeah.
Officials. If you wanted to reach out and you do kind of just want someone to talk to, I am that person. So don't sort of sit there and suffer alone. Yeah. And I mean, if there's anybody that I guess wants to help before I start the kind of, I guess, the programs, what I want to do is to where they have based around fitness, but for people that have gone through domestic violence, mental health, you know, I mean, even supporting people leaving prison, okay? Because what you've got to remember is that we sit and we, well, they've been, why are we helping them, okay? But these people are going to go back on our streets. They're going to be around our children, you know, so we've got to, I guess, try and help as many as we can. As we can,
You
know, obviously you can't help them all, and if someone doesn't want to be helped, unfortunately, sometimes we can't.
We have to let it go,
As much as
and I was wrong, because I would try every way to help.
I still probably will, but
you have to know when your no is your no. So you know, hey, hello, everyone. Hello there as well. Yeah. Oh my word, it's interesting. Like you said, we can laugh now. Your situation was different from mine, but it's just...
It is what it is. You know, I think eventually you'll find, like, there's somebody for everyone. And do you know what? I'm at a point in my life, I guess, where it's either if I'm going to go in a relationship or even have a friendship with somebody.
Yeah. Or a situationship.
Whatever you want, then basically I'm at a point where we've got to be helping each other. There's got to be
there's got to be a balance. Can't be just take it.
Can't be spending time together when we're not progressing. Yeah. You know, so
it's to be empowering each other.
And if not, you just keep it moving.
That's
right. Keep it moving.
She says as a younger now.
I'm definitely not.
Oh gosh.
But, yeah.
So how are your children? Because did they witness any of the ups and downs, or did you cover them from that?
I was always very open, I guess, in terms of if mum's going through something, then I'm not gonna try and. Obviously, I'm not gonna tell them everything. But I can't. They've got to understand a little, especially my oldest one. Like understand a bit of it, because otherwise I could just be acting a certain way and then like, what's wrong with mum?
Yeah. Okay, so you're open.
Yeah, and I think some of it, unfortunately, they had to be witness to. But no, I mean, it hasn't affected them. I mean, it's probably made them even more, I guess, stronger. And I'm very blessed to have 4 amazing behaved children.
Wow, that's good. So, how old is the eldest? You don't mind me
18.
18. Look at you, like a little baby yourself.
No, I'm not.
You are. Oh.
But yeah, no, I just feel like
Do you think it helped you from letting them know, especially telling the 18-year-old? Did you think it helps you as well because they know? I don't know. Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
Oh, it's a boy. Oh, it's amazing then. Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you find it telling him?
Well, I mean,
apparently he's got to be very, very protective. I know that for a start.
Well, he's been my rock, to be honest.
Yeah.
He always has been.
Yeah. But did it help you along the journey?
Of course it helped me. Of course it helped me.
Opening up to them.
Of course it helped me. Hopefully it's showing, I guess, you know, with having 3 young ladies as well. Two of them, actually, they're twin girls, and I'm a twin as well.
Oh my God, identical as well.
No, they're not identical. They're not.
God bless you, know.
They're actually totally different. They were because one was white and one was black when they were born. So in the paper and the Sun newspaper. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. They're still like that. Obviously. They're still
like that, but you know what? Whereas before they had the looser hair, they proper got afro hair. One's blonde afro, one's black.
Because I've got twin grandsons, and one's dark and one's light.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
But yeah, I think that's all the throwbacks. But I think it's the beauty of it, isn't it? Really. But yeah, no, they're. I feel like obviously it's. Hopefully they would have learnt some of my lessons, so they don't have to make all the mistakes.
To make the mistakes, and it will make them aware as well. They know what mum's gone through, so it'll make them stronger and aware, I think, as well, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, the thing is that I am a very strong person, but not everyone always is. So you know, I would say if you've got anybody that you may feel that's going through a situation, and they may not be as strong as you are. Yeah,
and the thing is, I've got a problem with that because I feel that everyone should be like this. Yeah, that's where my problem is. And it's my son again. Shout out to you, son. It is him that says, "Mum, not everyone's like you." But in my head, I'm thinking, why can't you see this? Why won't you? I'm like that, and I'm vocal with it. Can't you see? I will shout off of radio. I'll be like, "Can't you see what's going on?"
Well, you know? It's the thing is,
but no one's the same. They're not.
They're not.
You have to just accept it and just say, "Okay."
There's not one same person, but there's so many people in the world. We can at least help as many as we possibly can.
Definitely.
You know, I know that's my calling, and that is what I shall do, continue to do. It's like I haven't, I guess, I do it anyway on a daily basis. I'm helping people that have gone through situations, and I've just done that kind of voluntarily, and then I've just set up the organisation, so I'm working on stuff, but yes, it will be out there, but I've kind of just done it.
Yes, just naturally. Yeah, a natural thing, isn't it? Yeah.
It's just a daily thing for me, really. And I would love to get to the point, obviously, where it can be something I can just do all the time and not have to. But obviously, you've got to earn your money.
You have to earn money, yeah, definitely so.
But, you know, eventually it'll be something that I would just want to do, you know. And I've had advice, you know, from, I guess, people that are a bit older than me and that maybe haven't been through certain things but have witnessed certain things and you know, they've given me a lot of, you know, advice and stuff about, you know, people and you know, I'm a talker.
No, I don't mean it like that because I am. So no, I know. I just kind of don't know when to stop.
And sometimes I get told I interrupt. It's not intentional.
Yeah.
So if I ever do interrupt, or you see me on here or on when I do my podcast, it's purely because I'm passionate.
Yes, you see.
I have to get it out.
Yeah.
Because that's
important. That it has to be.
Yeah, there and I won't forget it. Yeah. Because I've got so much, you know, things going on in my head. So yeah. If I overspeak, I apologise.
No, don't apologise at all. This is what it's about,
well, it's
you know.
True, don't apologise for being yourself.
No, you can't. Yeah. This is how we were made and this is how we're supposed to be. You're not supposed to change yourself for nobody anyway, you know?
Exactly.
But, right.
The simple truth is, when you find a candidate that works, you keep going back to it.
Let me just...
Simple
Elliot here.
Yo, this is Shaggy.
Hey, what's poppin'? It's your girl Cardi B.
What's going on, people? It's Stormzy here.
Hi, I'm Sabrina.
Hi, I'm Sully.
Hi, I'm Alicia. And we're Misty.
Yo, this Snoop Doggy Dog.
Hi, this is Charlie XCX.
Yo, what it does? This your homie Rick Ross.
What's going on, guys? This is Post Malone.
What's up? This is Dr. Dre.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Tiny Temper.
Yo, this is Busta Rhymes.
This is DJ LSD, and you're listening to Love the Beat Radio, best station in the world.
Yeah. Okay, 1 minute. Welcome back to the Goddess Jazzy Show. I'm here with my lovely guest, Louise, who's been sharing her journey, her life journey, what's happened from the age of 19 and how she went from a relationship and you know what happened in between that relationship and how she's here now. And I'm so proud of you. Honestly, I'm proud of you. Absolutely.
Proud of myself.
Yeah, good. I'm glad. So what I'm going to do is, who's that? Hello. I'm going to ask her, so what's next for you? Now we've gone through all that journey. We've come at the other end. What's next?
Okay, so
Yeah.
for me right now, I guess at this moment where I've come out of a situation myself, I'm finding myself again.
Are you?
Okay.
So are you doing self-healing?
Yes, I'm just like remembering who I am. You know,
Yeah.
taking it back, stripping it back. In terms of my goals, you know, I think when you're in situations, you focus on one person and helping that other person, you kind of let your own things push to the side. So I guess next steps are, you know, all those things that I were kind of planning and wanting to do is putting them into action now.
Okay. Did you make a list before
yes.
you? Yeah. Oh, you
I
did.
have a big whiteboard at home, so it's
that's
huge.
good.
So I write everything on there, but some of it, I'm not going to lie, this is why I say be easy on yourself. It was sat there because my head was not in the right place. And, you know, I had all these things written down that I wanted to do. And, you know, it's like, where do you start?
Yeah.
Where do you start? But just start.
Just start.
Just start now.
People, just start.
Yeah, so it's like, as you can see, I love talking. I love talking to people. I can kind of get a lot out of people as well.
Yeah.
They open up to me. So I'm setting up, I guess, a podcast / show where people can tell their, you know, true stories or life stories, you know, on there and open up and just, where it's just easy going. You know, just more of a relaxed environment.
More like a conversation. Nothing,
yeah.
You know, strenuous like
you
that.
know, and they don't have to, I guess, feel away on. I don't know whether I'm going to do. I guess some of it I'll do live. Some people might not want it live. They might want to see whether they might open up and then say, "Well, I want to see it edited first."
Yes,
it's going to be where they can kind of look at themselves. But I want to get out there, and just help motivate other people. Which is what I love doing anyway. I come from like a 20 years sales background, so I'm used to managing lots and lots of staff. Sorry, if any of you are out there, you'll know that. And just, I guess, continue to focus on the fitness journey. Yeah. And I guess interlink the programs where we can have it for people that have gone through domestic violence and, you know, go through the fitness. I guess that's kind of what I did, which was training, but then making it all a lifestyle. Okay. So basically, you know, it's like people say to me, well, how did you do it? How did you, you know, and you've kept it off because you don't go on a diet. All them years, how many diets has everybody done?
How many have I tried? Oh my gosh.
And you don't stick to it. No. Yeah, because it's not, it's like a mental thing. So in your head, if you're told, right, you can't have this chocolate bar, yeah? You're going to want that chocolate bar. You're going to find every way. Or if you can't walk across that bridge, you're going to find every way to get to there because you want to get to the chocolate bar. Sorry. But, so it's, I guess, you're not on a diet. You're not exercising. You're making
Are you
lifestyle
strict?
changes.
That's what I want to know.
No,
Are you strict? You're
no,
not.
no,
That means I'll come to your class.
No.
I'll come to your
Do you
class.
strict training?
Yeah, I
that's
strict-
fun.
Oh, is it?
You won't
Okay.
realise. You won't realise.
Because I need to get into shape. To be
I
honest.
will motivate you
Will
to
ya?
move,
Okay.
but in a fun way.
Okay,
I'm
that's
very
good.
loud and very vocal.
Yeah.
And I remember I did the some event for the International Women's Day, and I love it all. You on the mic
Yeah,
while I'm
yeah.
doing it.
I done the session
love
with them.
it all.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah.
So we just know it's just a lifestyle.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So
And you'll tell me what to...
yeah,
eat
so,
and-
so basically all you do, you start out at the beginning. What I say to everybody is at the beginning, you weigh yourself.
No.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You take a picture, you know, all the different angles. You don't have to show me it then,
Yeah.
but you have to keep it for yourself.
Okay.
I don't want to see it. You will want to see it down the line
Yeah.
because you're looking, you think you haven't come far and you're looking and think, oh my God, I really
You
have.
can see something.
But-
Okay, that's good.
For me, I do not advise weighing yourself after that until, because obviously what you've got to think is that as you're training, you're going to be up and down because the muscle mass is going to change. So some days you think, oh yeah, I've lost 5 pounds or whatever, and then a few days later put on 3 and it's just like demotivating.
Right.
So I don't suggest that until about maybe the 3-month mark. And then listen, throw the scales away. That's the only advice I can give
And
you.
the junk
Put them in the
food, oh
bin.
my Lord, and the junk
No.
food.
And then literally, there's no diet. I don't suggest starting with a diet.
Yeah, but I'm really bad. When I say I'm really bad.
Well, when you start training, you're going to know the work you put in, so you ain't going to want to. You'll just naturally want to cut stuff out. You
Yeah,
will. And
okay.
I think I naturally or eventually steered towards having less meat. I'm not saying I don't now, but when I was I guess, losing most of the weight was, I think I just found myself not wanting certain things. Yeah.
See, I want to get to that stage, but I do love my meat.
Yeah, but no, I used to, red meat was red meat all day long.
But I would like
Oxtail,
to...
curry
exactly.
You name it.
Yeah.
So, but I guess I think I indulge in it too much, and what you'll find is where the red meat, because it takes so much longer to digest.
Yeah.
It stays in your body for so long.
Oh,
You don't
gosh.
realise when you've had it out of it, then you have it again. You realise how much tired it can make you.
Oh, okay. But that's true because what do you call it? A dietitian won't really tell you that. So for you telling me that, that's good news.
Yeah, literally. So, but doesn't mean you can't have it. You're not restricted. So if you know you're going out, whatever weekend.
Yeah. I had steak the other day. It's
Yeah?
lovely. The
Exactly.
mushrooms. It's lovely.
I haven't had that for ages.
It's so
actually.
lovely. Sorry, people, but it was lovely.
It might make me want to stay.
Yeah, no, we indulged in it. Thank you, sis.
You've got to live your life.
Yeah.
So there shouldn't be any limits, but obviously you will naturally
Just
gravitate to the right things.
to the right things.
Yes. you
Okay,
will,
that's good
because
to
you'll
know.
if
Hi.
you.
Hello, darling.
I think you'll know like
Hi. Hello. I'm doing 2 things at once here.
multitasking.
Multitasking. There we go. Hello. Yeah, so you naturally, okay. And another habit I've got, I eat 6 bags of crisps. I do.
Do you know what I used to eat millions of? I used to be
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, Chris Happy, you know the new Walkers, the oven baked. I'm addicted.
Well, at least they haven't baked. They're not as bad as the other ones.
Exactly. See, peeps, he was telling me not to.
No. But you know what I used to be? I never used to be a sweet tooth. I used to be savoury.
You was a savoury, but I'm both. How am I going to be demotivated to stop that? Because I love my chocolate and I love my crisps.
But do you have it? Do you tend to have like the sugary stuff? Because if it's me, I have it when I'm tired or when I have a bit of energy, like if I'm doing a lot. Or
Oh,
I'm
I
busy work.
see. You do it
know-
for purpose.
No,
Mine
do you
is
ever
for no
find it?
reason. No, it's for no reason. It's just that I fancy it and I can't just have one.
You're greedy.
Yeah, I'm greedy.
You're greedy, yes.
Even if I had dinner, I would still say to my son, I need a bag of crisps. It's like, you've just eaten. I was like, yeah, but Mum just needs 1 bag and 1 bag leads to 5
What does he
months.
say?
He looks at me like, you don't
No.
need it, Mum, because he's a vegetarian. So he's like, Mum, you don't need it. I'm like,
Okay, and what is he? So he's with him being vegetarian. What?
it's difficult.
No, but I found the hardest thing. I'll be honest with
Yeah.
you. That's okay. So when I was younger,
Yeah.
I was a vegetarian.
Was
Okay,
you?
but that was
Was you
purely,
brought up that way?
No, it
Okay.
was purely because
cheers.
No, it's not that. It's just I think from like.
Do you want another one?
No, that's fine.
You sure? Or
that's
that?
fine. No, it's because I think it was because at the time my best friend was vegetarian.
So you copied.
Purely,
But that's good. That's good that you had that motivation to copy.
And I tell you, I remember. So it was about 7 years.
That you stayed as a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I remember. I remember breaking it actually. I just wonder. I was in Harlesden actually. It was in Harlesden. And was it chicken
Shout out to
shop?
Harlesden.
Yeah, was it Sam's Chicken? I think it was.
Oh, got one of them like
And I broke it with this chicken burger. I was like, oh my god, it's so nice.
After 7 years.
Yeah, and then
gosh.
okay, that was that. And then I guess more recently, I suppose at that age, because I was a lot younger, I didn't really cook at that point. So, and then obviously I guess learned a lot of my cooking from the guy that was he was from Jamaica, but so I began cooking. I started a lot of red meats and whatever, etc. But then when it came to me, obviously starting to think, okay, maybe I shouldn't have meat, you know, on this diet, or finding other things. I didn't have a clue how to cook without you know, like veggie stuff or vegan or whatever, because I didn't understand. But then really, eventually I was like, well, all you got to do is still the same seasoning.
Yeah.
You just replace it with certain things.
But is it?
Yes, it can be.
Can it?
You just got to season it the right way.
I just imagine it being so bland and.
No,
you know, just
literally. That's why for ages I was like that.
Yeah.
For ages I was like, but how? But how? But
how?
Then you can, like, I mean.
And how does it fill you up? So that you're not yearning for something else, you know what I mean? That's my thought pattern.
No, the good thing is, I think a good one to replace certain things is like with mushrooms.
Ah, no, I like mushrooms. I love mushrooms, yeah.
Like you've got, say if you like chicken, you can do like I think the best, should take a oyster, which ones I do when I fry. You can have it where you fry it like fried chicken still.
Okay, season it really well.
Yeah, leave it, I soak it. In something, and then you season it. So
and that will fill you up like you had a bit of meat with it. Tell the truth, will it?
It does,
okay.
yes. And
I trust you.
And also like, but you just, I mean, it's so normal now, isn't it? A lot of people are vegan.
I know. This is when my son done it. I was just like, "What's going on?" He said, "Mum, you don't know me."
What made him do it?
I think stress of life. Yeah, he stresses, so he just turned that way. So when he come to my home now, I'll be cooking rice and peas, and he'd be like, "No, Mum, it's all right." I'm like, "What? My good chicken and rice and peas? You don't want to?"
But why would we never rice and peas?
No, he wouldn't have it like that. He said, "No, it's all right. I'm all right." And he'll bring something vegetable, and I'm, "Why do you eat this, Mum?"
Oh, so maybe it's he's more like normal vegetable.
Yeah.
So it's probably not.
Yes. Right.
That's why you put off it. Don't be put off it. You do season the same way you season your food.
Really though?
Yes, really though.
Oh God. Really?
But you don't have to. It's not about forcing it.
But I'm going to wait till I'm 60. That's what I said to him. I said, I'll wait until I'm 60, then I'll change my errors. But for
you
now,
don't have to change, you know. Listen.
But I just want something to fill me up because there won't be meat there. So I just want to know. The mushrooms
I love my food, right?
Yeah.
So even you can say,
what else
my favorite. I'm hungry, and especially if I'm on training lots, it's even worse. But I guess it's you just
Go on then, Missy. Go on, tell me, so I can learn to try.
Just like I said, small steps.
Small steps, yeah.
Yeah, small steps. It's not about.
But can I just have? Can I have fish then?
Yeah,
just have fish is good. I like my fish. And
you can still eat meat, just eat anything in moderation, you know?
That's the question though. You know when you cook from a black household community,
it's always
everything's big. You can't just do little. I don't know how to do little. How do we do big?
Little,
you know? Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But no, that's why it is purely a lifestyle change. It's not.
I'm gonna come. How long is the lesson for the class?
Well, I do most of the sessions about an hour.
Oh, that's all right.
About an hour. But then it's but what you really need to be doing, because basically most of body weight training, calisthenics is what we do.
What is that? I've not heard of it.
Literally, it's form of body weight training. So
weights and
no weights. Just body weight.
What, trying to lift yourself up and stuff like that?
Eventually, but no, you just start with anything from a squat to a standing press up to a handstand, to a dip.
Listen to this.
I'm still on my journey, so don't think I can do all that. Don't think I can do all of that.
So you have to do all that? You know one thing, I can't do press ups.
No,
No, I
so
don't
do you
like
know-
saying can't,
listen,
but I can't do press ups.
I've never had a strong upper body,
Yeah.
so it's like I'm still on my journey.
But you can
Okay.
press up.
I can press up, but I can't do certain I guess a pull up properly without a resistant band, because I've got a bit of a rotator cuff injury anyway at the moment.
Okay.
But I'm on my journey.
Yeah.
So it's just because I can't do something doesn't mean I can't teach certain things.
Yes.
Some people argue that, oh well, if you can't do it yourself, you can't teach it. That's absolute nonsense. Yeah, because it's actually a technique that you learn.
And what's it called again?
Calisthenics.
Calisthenics. Okay, let me write it down. Because I need to look and see. Write it down for me, please. Write it. It sounds very posh.
It's all out there.
So
There's
you don't need.
There's a lot of people out there.
That are doing
Like,
it.
there's a lot of organisations. So you've got
So what type
Big
of
Up
thing?
Steel Warriors.
What does it look like? I'm trying to imagine it. So it's you without weights.
You know the bar? Do you know? Have you heard
The monkey
of it?
bars. That? No.
Well, it's kind of similar. But have you heard of an organisation called Steel Warriors?
No.
It's basically.
That's what I'm saying. What does this look like?
They took the knives off the streets and to melt down to make the
Okay,
bars.
like Famnesty, yeah.
Yeah, so they're quite big in, I guess, helping the community. They do community classes and stuff as well. My girls did the calisthenics on Britain's Got Talent. It wasn't aired, but they did get yeses. It was a group of them and I guess I can't remember how many other guys, but it was my 2 twin girls and seven guys. But that was an amazing experience.
So so they were pressing up. So I'm trying to.
No, they were doing. I think my daughter was doing. They were all
Spell
doing
it and write it down so I can look it out, because I don't. I'm trying to imagine without weights.
Okay, so it's anything. Okay, so on that they were doing. So they were doing like things like handstands on the bars, 360s on the bar. That was the guys.
Oh,
and
that thing.
Yeah.
That they do. Oh,
yeah,
that's what you're doing.
No, well, I'm not like that yet. But I'm learning. Yeah, but my daughters do it, and yeah, but it's literally the reason why I feel it's a good sport to, I guess, teach and to have on as a program for people going through certain things is that it's not boring. It's not boring.
If it's what I think
There's
it
so
is.
many things you can learn, and everyone's on a journey. It's one big family. You go to the outdoor parks, and it is like a big family, honestly. So, you know,
That is brilliant. Then. So
it's
that's
a
what
good
you're
community to get
yeah.
people into, you know, and to have, you know, you make friends. You know, I'll go to the park on my own. It's not a big deal. You've got certain parts that are open 24 hours, so no excuse. Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, I'm trying to think what one's around here. I'm sure they're here, but yeah.
I didn't know that's what I've seen that thing on Britain's Got Talent where they're all over the place like that. So that okay.
Yeah, so it's yeah, so it's something that's more fun, you know. But then it's like you
Do you feel the ache afterwards, like you've been through the whole
But who
thing?
doesn't want to exercise and not ache? What's
Yeah,
the point?
no.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. So, you know, recently I kind of just started back. Had a few weeks off training. You know, like I said, you go through
those
stuff
dips,
and you have to, you know, sort of go easy on yourself. So but when I got back to it, and I think I did what I did first. I did boxing because I was doing boxing before and I got an injury. And just for a charity match it was.
Oh, well done.
Then I was like, right, I was supposed to do the match, I couldn't do because I got injured. So I owe it to myself to go back into it. So anyway, the guy that was teaching there, he took me for like a class. And I'll be honest with you, like, I woke up the next day and I actually felt ache. And I thought, I haven't felt that pain for so long.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it.
Yeah?
Yes, it's because you know that you've actually worked out properly when you feel some pain. And then, so apart from that, and then obviously the training, but then I've got pains in my legs right now from dancing too much.
Let's talk about that. What did you do
I
this
love
bank
a
holiday?
dance. I love a dance. Yeah.
I do. I want to get back into a proper back in the day
Do you know
dance.
what? I'll be honest, the first time in a very long time,
Yeah.
I guess this weekend, I've danced so much.
Did you?
Yeah, it was, so we went to...
Where did you go?
I can't remember. I think what was the place called? It was...
Was it a club or
No,
an
it
outdoor?
was it was a day thing. Shoreditch party in the park thing. There was a guy called DJ Kuda and someone else.
Okay.
And then he So then I was, thinking I'm like 21.
This is what I'm saying.
On the floor,
my head was like
twerking it.
Were you twerking? That part I can't do. Let me just wave to these people. Hello again. At least you can twerk. I can't twerk.
It's been a while, but yeah, no, I'll go in, and I don't, I don't go out to stand still.
No, me neither.
And I don't really necessarily like dancing with guys or all that either. I more dance with females. Like, because there's no intentions in that. Well, not for me anyway. Well, there isn't any on my side. But yeah, well, you know. Because at the end of the day, I feel like women should be empowered.
Yeah, and we're more comfortable with dancing with each other anyway, you know? Yeah.
So I'm kind of one that will be... Yeah, I haven't looked at the videos yet, but I don't know. I didn't film it myself, but I was getting filmed.
Yeah.
So anyway, so then he'd invited us to I played somewhere else. Is it Trapeze Bar or something?
You answered me. I went to a festival at this age. I went to a festival, love. It was raining. Yeah. We didn't have the proper attire on. Oh my God.
You didn't bring your welly boots?
I didn't know. You know, this is to show how old fashioned and what we don't know.
I've been at a festival in ages, actually.
But it was great experience. But I danced till I was weak. My cousin tried to walk. I had to get the guard. What do you call it? The security guard to walk me to the car. And it was lovely because I was holding him like this. I said, listen, I can't. I was like this. Like an old lady.
I think on the first night, which was the Saturday, I was alright. So I was up dancing till I don't know what time. And then I got maybe about 5 o'clock. And then I'd said I'd go I was invited the next day to go to where someone's playing. No, I don't know if I had the energy.
No, you got the energy.
I was half asleep. No, but anyway, I went there and I didn't drink this time. So I thought, I'm not going to have a drink because I thought I can't do 2 days in a row. But yeah, I started and I danced and I guess I got called the hype man because I was hyping everybody up.
And that's the thing, when you get to a certain age, it doesn't matter. You can do
I do not care what people think.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I never have.
Hi again.
Yeah, I never have. And you know what? If you care what people think and try to dim my light, it's not going to happen.
And that's a you problem, not an our
it's
problem,
not me.
You know?
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh. I waited for you, Aswad. I did. I waited for Aswad to come on and I said, then we can go. When they came on, I was still, my legs were really gone. I was just still...
No, I think I was like literally I was literally ready. I was walking and walking
you know when you're ready.
And my eyes were just ready to go. And then I think this morning and I got this and I thought my legs are hurting, but I felt good.
Yes.
That's why when you're younger you used to rave all the time. You were all slim because you was dancing.
And now, man, honestly, sorry cousin when we went out. I know we were totally mashed up. We only had like half a glass of wine.
That's the thing when you get older, you can't do it.
But in your head, I was thinking,
your head you can.
20 odd years, I could do this. And then my body was saying, no, it can't go that way. And you can't click this way. So just stand still and bop, you know. But it was good. Meeting different people as well in a festival is great.
Of course.
The amount of people, the people that can dance. I saw elderly, older than me, like I'm saying, like 60, 70, dancing with shape. And I'm like, look at her.
That'll probably be me.
You know, that's brilliant. Yeah, good on her, you know. Good on her. So what are your plans? Have you got any holidays booked? Is there anywhere you want to go?
Miami.
Oh,
anyone wants to take me?
Straight away like that?
No, I want to go to Miami this year.
Yeah? Is there a reason or you just...
I've just been something I've wanted to do for many years. And then I guess, maybe Vegas. Because I miss Vegas because when it was my 30th, before I had my twins, I fell pregnant with my twins and I was going to go on my 30th.
Oh.
So I couldn't go. So that's another one I kind of want to go to. But then somewhere with the kids as well. I would love to travel a lot more than I have done. Yeah. Yourself, do you want to go anywhere?
Yeah, I'm going. Hopefully it falls well. My good brother friend is taking me to Portugal in August. And like I said to you earlier on, I want to go to Jamaica.
Yeah, Jamaica. Have you been before?
Yeah, years ago. But I crossed it off my list, so I ain't going back there. But something's pulling me there now, you know? Shush, something's pulling me there.
I did because when I went there, it wasn't the best experience, if I'm honest with you.
Was it recent?
No.
Oh, years ago?
About maybe 17 years ago.
Yeah, same like me.
But it was more, I guess, the company I kept, maybe. I don't know, or who was, because...
I was spiked out there.
I was spiked in
Was you?
Ibiza, not there.
Buggers.
What happened to you?
Well, he was apparently meant to be
You tell me your
cousin.
story, I'll tell you mine.
Well, my granny was alive by then, and she said, go out. They wanted to take me out. And they said, go, he's your uncle. Not uncle.
Yeah.
All I remember is being carried back to granny's passed out. So I believe that I was spiked. Yeah. That's what I remember. But he was meant to be my uncle, look after me. So God only knows what happened.
Well, exactly.
You know?
Well, we was when Ibiza.
Did you go with friends?
It was with my mum and my sisters, actually.
Oh.
And but they must have thought I was on my own. So it was the first night we was there.
Oh.
So I think, obviously I know they give you
massive drinks and everything.
But it was my first drink, and I remember, and I had like maybe, I don't know, not even that much of it really. Maybe half of it, maybe a bit more. And all of a sudden, I'm at the bar, and my feet just collapsed. Just went, and I just passed out to the floor, collapsed to the floor, and they obviously thought maybe I was on my own, but they're not realising my mum was there.
Yeah.
So obviously they picked me up and taken me outside. All I remember is vomiting, but vomiting so bad, my head was all over the place. But then once I've been sick, I felt great.
You felt good, yeah, because it came out, isn't it? Yeah.
No, but I don't know what it was. I felt good. I remember sitting on some guy's motorbike. Or somebody, I didn't know whose motorbike was. I just sat myself on it.
Yeah, just to eat. Oh, it's a dangerous world out there, people, honestly.
Yeah, but my mum she always told us anyway before that, don't let anyone buy you a drink.
No.
And
I bring you a drink
cover
to the
your
toilet.
drink.
Oh, I don't know if they still do it now, but if I go to a club, I'm taking my drink in the toilet. Pitching it up there in weed, I don't care. So just don't trust nobody, you know?
Yeah. But, so I guess that's what I'm really funny about it now. But, I mean, I think them, because it's like, I think when you're younger, they do it to young people.
Yeah.
They do it to young people. They do it to older. Like, if you're older, you'll be like, spike me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it. You're too old, love.
Okay.
No. But, no, seriously, jokes aside. But, I think they do tend to direct it to young people because they haven't been taught or they don't know or... they think,
and they'll easily take a drink for someone, you know.
And also, half the time, some of them don't even. They take other things anyway, I guess.
So they.
I don't know. You don't know.
Yeah.
But it's like when someone's not expecting something, they're still. That's just because somebody may take something or I don't know, use other drugs, and then to get spiked is a totally different thing. Because you're not expecting it.
You're not expecting it, and then you just don't know what's what. But the thing is, us as women, would we ever think of spiking a man's drink? No. I wouldn't.
No.
I just wouldn't. It's just...
But I think some people find it funny. It's not actually not funny.
Yeah, it's
at all,
dangerous. It could lead to
anything.
something lethal,
Exactly. So, yes. But, yeah, so
those are two...
don't anyone buy you a drink.
Yeah, unless you go with them.
Unless you go with them and you physically
see them. Don't be sitting there waiting for it to come.
I'm not saying don't accept a drink. And men don't buy ladies a drink. But, make sure you're there and cover your drink up.
Cover your drink up. And if you're a lady... Like we used to do back in the day, we'd carry our drink in the toilet. Yes, it's unhygienic, but it was safe.
Well, it's better to be nasty than dead.
Nasty than dead. Yeah, so, that's my advice for you. And we still got the peeping Tom there, by the way, people. Yeah. So, he's peeping. Oh, dear, let me ask you something. So, if I was to give you this, which is £1 million, would you take that or go back to age 6 with all the knowledge that you know now? Which one would you take and why?
Age 6 with the knowledge I have now, because it's like you can make money. Materialistic things don't mean anything.
You people that
me,
said yes, I came on the show. You see?
No, because no. I'm not a materialist person anyway. I left situations. I left houses that I owned because I was that unhappy. Because to me it's just bricks and mortar.
Yeah. And we can't bring it when we're gone.
No, the real richness is what's in here. That's the real richness. And, I'm blessed to have my children. I'm blessed to have... I guess retrain yourself to I may not be in the best situation right now because of things that happen. But I tell you what I am. I'm grateful for what I do have, and I'm grateful for going forward. And you know, materialistic things they can be replaced.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, that's a beautiful.
Yeah, but
answer.
to have the knowledge now, you crazy.
Yeah,
oh,
you take
boy.
that.
I've
You
been
done
taking
that
over
quick.
the
You
world.
didn't even think about the money, which is really good,
No.
especially what you've gone through and
Definitely
everything else like that.
No.
And okay, what's the one thing you'd like to change in this world, and why? Just one thing. Could be anything. Anything. What's the one thing?
I guess equality, really. And I guess I mean that maybe in a broader spectrum. It doesn't mean particularly about one specific thing.
Yes, yes.
I just feel that everyone should be equal in a way of where they're able to express themselves.
Yeah.
In certain situations, or you know, I don't feel like anybody is better than anyone else.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether you live in this home or you live on the street. Yeah, it doesn't mean you're better than the other person. You know, because that person on the street could be you. Yeah, it could be your child. It could be anybody. You know,
got the same thought process as me. Yeah.
I'm literally, I'm terrible like that. Like I cannot walk past somebody.
Me neither. I'll call them. I'll literally call, if I'm driving, I'll call them.
Imagine I went. This is quite recently. This guy, and that's why I say to you, everyone has a story. So, I mean, I think it was was it near Victoria or somewhere like that? I can't remember. St James. And there's this guy. I went to meet my friend for some lunch, and while they're on their break, and the guy's laying on the floor, and yes, he's got a can of cider by his side, laying drunk, but he's got about 200 flies eating his leg and eating his hand, and everyone's just looking past and anyway, my friend was going back to it. He goes, "You got to go back, aren't you?" I said, "I have to, babe."
Yeah.
I can't help myself. So I went back, and first of all I tried to wake him up, and then he wouldn't wake up. Then I called the ambulance, and they were like, "Oh, can you not wake him up?" Eventually I got him up, and they said, "Well, the hospital will be quicker if you walk to the hospital." When he got up, he didn't pick up the drink. He tipped the drink away and threw the can in the bin. And I said to him, I said to him, he goes, I said, you're going to lose your leg. You got gangrene, or you're going to lose your leg. And he goes, "Well, I've been meaning to go, actually. I haven't." He goes, "But why are you helping me?" And I said, "Well, why would I not want to help you?" And he said, "Yeah, because but you're a nurse or something." I said, "No." I said, "But my mum was and my nan." I said, "But I just like helping people, you know." And I said, "What is your story? What's happened? Because this just doesn't happen, you know." And it turns out he was a very successful businessman, and he lived in Mayfair, and I think he made a mistake, and he went to prison for a few months. Okay, while he was in prison, his wife died of cancer.
Oh gosh.
Then when he came out, obviously he lost everything. And he just went off, and he lost his home, and you know, and it was. I said everyone has a story.
Everyone's got a story.
You know, so never judge, because you never know when you
don't
can
know.
be in a situation.
And that would be my worst fear. And to say that, I used to say to my narcissistic ex, if I lost my home, would you take me in? And he never answered. That was a red flag. From you couldn't answer. You never answered.
But it was in your home. No.
But I was saying, what if I lost my home?
Yeah.
Would you take me in? Would you take me? He never answered.
So that was
that
but
was
at
a
the
red
time
flag.
you just
At the
probably
time,
you
I was
probably
thinking,
sniggered it off.
Yeah,
and
I was like,
laughed it off.
but no.
No. But it's like, I mean, I'm probably a bit too, I guess, I give too much. You know, I could meet somebody, and if I can help you where it's not detrimental to myself,
yes.
I will. I would open up my home.
Would you?
know, I would. If I didn't have children, I'd probably be more like that. But obviously I've got to be cautious of them. And I guess situations that I've been through have made me realise that even more so recently. But
sorry.
Yeah. You can't put anything past anybody. No, I'm telling you, really.
But
you can never say never, because you never know what someone's going to do.
You'll never know. And
Listen,
always be cautious.
changes.
Be kind to someone, because like we said, you don't know if you will be homeless. Not everybody can pay their mortgage, their rent, their whatever. What if that day? That's the two things that fear me: that and to go to prison. I want it. Yeah. You know. And I could have, because he riled me up so much that you in your head you're thinking,
Well, yeah, but you know what? You
like
can
that
get
way.
riled up. People can do that to you to the point of where, like,
you start thinking evil things.
yeah, and
know?
you the only way is to react in a certain way, and then you have to just know yourself. Hold a minute,
That's
you
not
ain't
me.
worth
That-
it,
and you're not-
You are
that's
not
not me.
worth it.
Yeah.
That is my time to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Once
because
you feel
you're-
that feeling,
Yeah,
nah.
you're making me become something that I'm actually not,
No, yeah.
or that I'm actually against. And I do believe though, everybody can bring that side out of somebody.
But it's the side that you don't want to see.
Somebody's,
You know?
everyone's got that side,
Yeah.
but it just
I
takes
was
one person to
imagining
bring it out.
what it would be like if I just ended it for you.
But then what
And
are you
I'm
going to do?
not like that.
You're going to punish yourself.
Yes.
You're going to be in
But
prison.
then I quickly had that thought. I
Yeah,
said,
of course,
please take it
of
out.
course, yeah.
But honestly, he was driving me to the fact that I just want you.
You can't stand them anymore.
Yes.
You know, it's like
Don't want you to touch me. Don't want you to hug me. Nothing.
Just, and it's very, it's a real thin line, okay? A real thin line from literally loving the person and them being everything to you, and all of a sudden that can just be gone.
God like
in a
that,
heartbeat.
man. God, everything, even though they walk, you just think, oh, look at the way you walk.
Yeah, and how can you literally worship them,
Worship
lick
that,
their
and then now
phone, lick
look.
their whatever,
And then
that you can't stand them.
Can't stand them. Everything. That finds every fault in there. Look at you.
But
Look
you
how
know
old
what?
Look at this. Look at that.
That
was
feeling,
my-
but
that
that
was-
feeling will go.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was my
'cause
going feeling.
One thing is, I never, ever, I've learned, I guess, over the years, and I guess what I've been through is to never have any hate in your heart because you're punishing yourself. So you
wait a
have to
minute.
set yourself free. You have
Never
to
have
set
hate in
yourself
your
free. And
heart.
that's where it comes back to take your power back.
Yeah.
Because by you hating on the other person, you're just punishing yourself.
Yeah, so it's
You're
never have
punishing
hate in your
yourself.
heart.
Yeah, you're
a
punishing
rest.
yourself, like literally, because it's like it's
you're punishing yourself.
you can't control that person's
Yeah.
behavior. You can't control what they do or say to you. So it's take take that power back again.
What's going on my profile? When you see it up there, I'm nicked it from you.
It's all right, don't worry.
So what does the future hold for you? Have you got another goal of
Do you know what?
finding love?
The future, finding love.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what? You got to find love in yourself again. And
Okay.
you know what? I find love in a lot of things. I see beauty in a lot of things. And of course, for me, it's like I say, I love deeply, but for me to, I guess at the moment to get in another situation, it's like, I don't know whether I would hurt the other person either. So it's probably
and that
best
will be
I,
unintentional.
Yes,
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
So I guess people that maybe I've been speaking to or gone out on dates with probably don't understand me right now. But
at least
I'm
you're
not
taking
rushing.
accountability for that.
Yes,
You realise that. So
I make it clear from
Yeah.
the beginning. Like I don't know. So let's just. I'm more of a. Let's just. I guess. Get to know each other. I suppose.
Okay.
Because. But then again, when do you ever really know anyone? Sorry, we're going to change the whole subject now. Because, I mean, even my parents have been married 40-something years.
What?
Yeah.
That's
And,
amazing. Oh, I love all that.
But
Do you want to get married? Oh.
do you know what? I always used to say love was a piece of paper, and I don't think it defines a relationship or whatever. But of course, it'd be nice to. But it's not. I guess it's more of a to have that. But it shouldn't mean just because you're married or you're not married.
Yeah.
You don't have that.
You should still have your
should be-
personality and everything else. But me, I want to be married.
Yeah.
Yeah, I deserve it.
Of course, you want the
I'm not
right,
putting myself
nice
out there, but
day.
I'm just saying, Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? I guess most of my life I've kind of been in the relationships and pushed into them. And this time I'm not. It's not. It's not happening.
You're going to pick what you want.
Yeah, I'm going to pick what I want. And if I feel something is not quite, it's not going to be like I'm going to be fussy. But if I feel something just doesn't quite,
That's it. Yeah, you can't afford to.
Respectfully-
Yeah, you can't afford to.
respectfully,
take that
let's
chance.
keep it moving because
Yeah.
it means it's either you may later on feel the same. You might meet me and think, do you know what? No,
Yeah.
there's something I don't quite. Yes, she's lovely, but there's something doesn't quite sit with you. So respectfully, let's keep it moving. There's millions of people in the world. And it doesn't
That's
mean
right.
It doesn't mean you're not nice and you're not good and it just means we're not for each other.
Yeah.
And that's
And that's
it. Life's
what
too
people
short.
need as well.
Life
that
is
honestly,
too short.
Yeah, it is. Really, really
You know,
is.
it's like knowing people or having people that I've seen, and they spend a whole life in a situation, and then
Yes.
and they can be gone, and then they go,
And then you're gone, and then there's nothing.
there's nothing.
So if you're in a situation that you're not supposed to, get out.
Get out.
There's
Life's too
loads of people
short.
out there. Get out.
Yeah.
Don't try and take nobody else's person either. Just get out.
Yeah, no,
know?
listen, that's
Yeah,
the other thing.
that's the
Let's
next
talk
thing.
about the next thing.
Yes.
That is the subject
That
we
is
might
the subject.
talk about. Yeah.
Why are people taking
What is
other
it?
people's person?
But
It
why
doesn't
do you
make
want?
sense.
Why do you? What? There's so many
I would
people.
feel ashamed to know that you went with my ex and me and your sister or something like that, and he's gone. But people are just
Yeah,
blatantly.
but you know what? What we got to understand, okay, is and
Yeah, but why?
listen, listen.
Go on.
Women, and I've learned it recently, okay, so they will know about you, okay, but what you got to understand, you can sit and you can go at the woman and diss the woman and whatever. Why are you doing that? That's my man. But why that woman doesn't have loyalty to you?
Even if he's your friend.
No, okay, if he's your friend, yes,
Yeah.
okay, but if this is a complete
if this is
stranger,
stranger,
yeah,
then that's-
then the loyalty's not to you.
No,
It
no,
doesn't
no.
make it right,
Yeah.
yeah, because
Yeah.
if I couldn't do it knowing, intentionally knowing
Yeah,
someone's with
of
somebody and
course,
being
yeah.
with them, yeah, but the man, it's the loyalty should come
Yes,
from the
it
man,
should.
yeah.
They should.
But then, do you know what? If I had somebody that, and I have been in situations where it's I guess if it was a friend and whatever, do you know what? Have each other.
Yes, God
Me
bless
gone,
you.
you saved
enjoy.
me.
Bye-bye.
You saved me.
Backward wave. There's a wave there. We'll wave you back.
Yeah. So,
But again,
good
does
luck.
that mean that person or that friend has been looking on you?
Not my problem anymore. Not that I wish anything bad upon anybody,
Yeah.
but you know, it's like
You see, when you're younger, it kind of hurts when it happens. As you get older, please, I was literally begging anyone, if anyone wants this narcissist, please take him. I beg you, have him. Here's his number. Here,
do you know what? I guess in the situations I've literally preyed upon. Yeah, like whatever's like I say it all the time. You know, whatever it is, I can't see everything. Yeah, so you know, whatever is not for me or what is not good for me or doesn't have good intentions, just keep just steering me away from it.
please,
You know,
please.
steer me away.
Stay me right to the right person, but don't let me be too harsh with that person when they're showing their goodness, because that's what I've been doing. I won't lie to you. I've been sort of getting to know someone and I've just pushed a lot onto him because I'm thinking, oh, here we go.
But do you know what?
You know?
Do you know what?
But I'm sorry in advance. Again,
But
I'm
do you know
sorry.
what? Sometimes
Yeah.
if it's that right person, it shouldn't matter
It
anyway.
shouldn't
And
matter.
if it's not, then
they're
bye
quite,
bye.
they're quite
Like,
understandable, but it's still the fact that as soon as I was just like niggling, you know, because I thought, and I should have just.
Yeah, but you know what? But it doesn't matter because I think I've done that.
Have you as well?
I think I've done that, and then it's like now I'm like after maybe the third, fourth conversation with different
Yeah,
people,
that's
I'm
a
like, no, we're not doing that this time.
Yeah, what
They
we
don't
do
need
that.
to know everything. They don't
Yes.
need to put all their.
Yes, all that. I was
Because
just,
what it is, I think when
yeah.
you was doing that, probably I know
Yeah.
what I'm like is that you didn't quite understand it still.
I didn't.
You didn't understand it still. That's what it
understand
was.
So I was just like, and it's like, well, we're just talking. I'm just, yeah, but still, you just talk. And I'm just like that. And I'm
Everybody
not-
think you psycho.
yeah, you mad woman. What's going on with you?
I'm going.
You know.
Yeah, we'll see each other. Nah, I'm gone.
So I'm gonna say sorry again because the thing is, I don't.
But don't be. You have to be sorry for something that you're going through.
Yeah, I needed
Yeah?
healing.
Yeah.
And then when I explained it, he was very understandable. That is that the right word? Understanding. Yeah, understanding. So
Because the thing is, you've
Yeah.
got that. That's why I tend to talk and I do say how I feel and I
Yes,
do say
I
what's
do.
going on because so the other person can try to understand at least,
understand.
or have a fighting
I can't
chance.
style it out. I
You
can
know, I
just tell you
can't.
how it is. This is
I,
how it is.
I can walk into a room for when I was
Yeah.
when I was in the bank. I was a bank manager, and I had an argument, and I'll never forget. I had an argument with my partner at the time at home, right? And I went into work, and I stormed in the room, and I got dragged out within I think about 10 seconds flat.
Yeah, in
And
the workplace.
Then she called me. She said, "You cannot come into work. Like, they're waiting for you to come in and liven them up." So, you know, you leave it at home. You
Yeah.
leave it. You know, you don't make.
You don't make it.
I will come out and I could have a whole load of problems that nobody knows
Yeah.
about. But I'm still going to come in and smile and motivate you and make you feel good
Yeah,
because you have to separate. You have to.
you have to, innit? You have
Otherwise, it
to.
controls your whole life.
Very wise words. Oh, we're waving back again. So I want to say another sorry to my special friend, yeah, that I have marked at. quite recently, and then you had the gall to take time out with me and to come back and I can't wave. This thing ain't waving. Right, there we are. I just want to say thank you for taking the time out to come back and understand, because it's been hard, man. And I'm sorry that I was like, and it's not you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't him. It was him, but it was, you know. So forgive me.
Well, it's
You
the
know,
right ones will.
The right ones will understand and try with you, you know?
Yeah,
So,
of course.
Yeah. I thank you for giving me that space to, you know who you are. So,
But you know, some people are sent into your life just to vent.
just to vent, yeah.
Just to vent.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
They
and
don't
then
want to
maybe
listen.
more, but yeah.
They don't want to listen.
No.
I've noticed that ever since I've gone through that journey, everybody likes to tell you what to do, but no one wants to listen. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Truly listen.
Yes, yeah.
Just take time and listen, because I listen to everyone. Even though I'm talking now, I listen. I will take time.
When it comes to something serious.
I will listen. And I will listen, and I
yeah.
will listen to you, drain the answer from me. But when I went through it, nobody listened.
But you know, when I was going through my worst stage, I'll be honest with you.
Who listened?
It got to the point where I think you've said it so many times, they're almost like,
yeah.
Like,
But still listen.
And that is when you're at the lowest point where you really need
you to just listen.
and you're getting shut down.
That's the word.
And that was the
Right,
yeah.
Shut down.
Don't be silenced. Trust
Hey.
me. No, be silenced.
Don't be silenced. That's right. Good girl. So who was there for you when you wanted to vent?
But you know what?
Was there anyone there?
Oh, I have, like I say, my family have always been there, but I think I shut off them in certain situations.
Okay.
And it's only now I've allowed that back that I'm healing. You know, because at the end of the day, listen, I'm not saying obviously some people don't have a good family, so I can't, but the majority of people that do, they will always be there for you, and they will understand. They will understand.
Yeah.
They're not going to judge you for you making
turn
stupid
their
mistakes.
side eye you, anything like that, you know? Yeah.
You know, if you've got people that are there, then they'll be there for you. Like in a situation I was in, they jumped within seconds.
That's
so
good.
thank you,
Yes.
my family.
Yes. Yes. So we got 9 minutes to go. Is there any other? I mean, you want to say your websites and your socials that people can contact you? At
Socials is at What Do You Live and the number 4 official.
I have already got
the organisation, which is not set up. Well, it's set up, but I haven't. Obviously, I've got the program start. Will be This Is What We Live For. That's the kind of giving back side.
Isn't it?
But it's like, you know, what do you live for?
What do I live for? Oh my gosh, I live to look like this when I'm 60. That's what I don't care. I'm telling you. Yeah, I don't care. I said it. I don't give a damn. Right? Yeah. Now, what do I live for? I live for another day. That's how I live. I take each
one day
at a time. So I live for another day, and I'm grateful for each day that comes my way. I'm so happy for that. Yeah. That's what I live for.
Yeah, because it's exactly like I said before. My nan said, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Exactly.
Take one day at a time. You know, one day at a time. And, you know, when something seems too much, one day at a time. Get through this day. What have I got to do today?
Yeah,
to get
do
through
it.
Today?
And then,
not thinking, oh my gosh, I've got this 20 million things I've got to go here. Do that.
No, I take my time.
So you do none of it?
Yeah, I just take my time. I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to kill myself for nothing. I'm just going to take each day at a time.
Otherwise you will kill yourself for stress.
Yeah. And like I said, I need to get married. So, I you know.
She wants to get married.
I do.
I do. Does she
I deserve it.
Have you got that man at the moment? Potential?
Potential, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, potential. Okay. Yeah, I think potential. Definitely.
Any potentials out there?
You're trying to add more? No, thanks. Oh, God.
I know, tell me about it. Yeah, I know.
It's funny that, though, when you're starting to see someone, or you're just in a little situationship, but not a situationship like that. Everybody comes out the woodworks. Where were you before? Where were you?
But do you get, like, I guess when you're single, is it like a different energy you put off? Because I promise you.
I thought it was the same. I thought even when I was in a relationship, I was still the same.
Oh, it must be some kind of energy you put off. Because literally, I'm telling you, it's like, I said to have I got it on my forehead? Yeah. Because normally, but then maybe I think what it is when I'm in a relationship, I don't look.
No, I don't. I'm like that. I don't focus on you. But
hello.
You know. But it seems like, and then when it's, I don't know, men must have receptors that they can sense that, oh, you know, but I'm sorry, you're not for me. And that's the thing you've got to learn as well, to say no to who's not for you.
Yeah, because sometimes they're not for you.
They're not for you. You
everybody.
can't be taking the baggage.
It doesn't mean if someone says no to you that you're a bad person.
No.
You're just not for each other.
You're not for each other. And I try to say it the most decent way. You're not my type, but you'll be a type for
people
someone
fall
else.
apart. You know,
They fall apart.
people are sent in your life for certain things. You know,
Yes.
so I have no regrets. I don't have any regrets for relationships I was in, because I you know, I look back and I got things out of that relationships. Yeah, that's right. Like, that right shouldn't be difficult. Well, it's true. Exactly, my darling.
That's right.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It
That's
shouldn't be
how
difficult.
it is, but you know, we're gonna try and squash that and make
be difficult.
it. You know?
It's true.
Should be just easy, like back in the day. You meet someone, you talk. Now you have to go online and this and that. What's that about? What is that about?
I don't know what that online thing
I don't
is
really
about.
understand it, because I like to meet
I'm
people
about more of
naturally.
an energy connection. So for me, it's but then again, I guess I mean, it's Snapchat. I've only recently gone on Snapchat. What is
I
it
still
all
don't
about?
understand it. I just
Like,
put things about to understand it.
You've got people messaging you
Oh.
that can't even see your face if you've not posted anything, but yet they're
Oh.
telling you a whole hella.
It's it.
Oh,
Is that what that
I
is?
deleted it the other day because it's getting on my nerves. It is. I don't understand.
No,
it.
you don't understand. I'm
then
back
you
from the
just
80s. I don't
literally-
understand.
It's just a hookup. It's a hookup.
Is that
thing.
what Snapchat
Oh,
is?
that's
That means
what
I
it
should
is.
come off of it then. Because I tried to
Well,
put
I
a
see
big
that to
song
me.
on
People
it.
that just want to meet up with you, and
Oh, it's a
yeah.
meeting thing.
That's what I think. That's all I seem to keep getting anyway. But,
Didn't
yeah.
know they could do things like, I just put pictures up to say hello, and oh dear,
Yeah,
I'm
but-
so naive to this new.
I just don't understand how can someone say hi, gorgeous, when you've seen a little cartoon character.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
until
so
I
you've been
post
getting
something.
hooked up. I've just been getting
That's weird.
a like on the picture. That's it, but nothing.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah. Well, yeah,
nothing
I
more
haven't
than that.
as yet. No, I haven't accepted. Shall I say?
The things you learn and know now, it's all good. It's all
But
good.
it's all a learning curve, and
Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to continue to learn.
Definitely so.
And continue to make mistakes.
Yes.
But continue to grow at the same time.
100%, man.
Yes.
And enjoy life and smile. I always say just smile. Smile for your belly inside.
Smile,
man.
yeah. And if you walk down the street and you
Yeah.
see somebody, say hello.
Yeah,
good
say
morning,
something nice to
yeah?
someone, 'cause you
Because
don't
that
know.
doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah. Do
You could
remember
change their day.
back in the day, we'd be like this, hello, you're right, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, auntie, uncle. But it's stopped now, but we're going to try and make it come back. So try with us. Come along on the journey and try with us, people, you know?
Exactly.
It's good. Louise, I am so grateful for you. We have the last 4 minutes. I want to just say I love you and thank you. I'm proud of you. You're amazing. I'm going to do that. What's it called again? Calisthenics.
Calisthenics.
That thing. You know, so you might see my Britain's Got Talent swinging like a chimpanzee, man.
Listen. I've been trying all things. I've got my list. So
Yeah.
I've got.
Give me some of that list. What's
Well,
on your
there's
list?
a pole. My friend has a pole class.
What?
Well, she's actually.
So you're going to do all of that on the pole?
Yeah, Pole Fit Studios.
Oh my
Tiana.
gosh.
She's 8 months pregnant and she's still on the pole. Yeah. So,
Well done, you,
that's
Tiana.
really-
Honestly, well done. You young people, I applaud you. Take my hat off to
Listen,
you.
I'm telling you, but you
8
know,
months of
she's
doing
got
that.
she's got an amazing story. You know,
Yeah.
an amazing story. Yeah. That she, it's like I said, everyone that's successful has their stories.
They have their story.
You know, and it's just keep pushing through.
Yeah. And you're gonna make it. You know, if you believe in yourself and you love yourself, you're gonna make it. Yeah.
And
you
if
will.
somebody else can, so can you. Yeah.
Exactly. Mr. Sainsbury's did, didn't he? So you know what I mean? He put a cart somewhere and look
Well,
at
there
him
you
now.
go. Well, Richard Branson, he started
Richard
with a phone
Branson.
box. He started
And
with a
look,
phone
and he
box.
was dyslexic.
Yeah.
And look, so
My mum used to teach his daughter ice skating.
did
actually.
she?
Yeah, Queens.
Well done, Mum.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's lovely.
yeah.
So, ladies and gents, this is the lady who's got the twins. If you read her back in, what year was that? 90s? When did you have the twins?
Oh, the twin, that was in 2012.
I remember it. If you remember, she has a white twin and a black twin. And it was a great
It was like
story.
a double page spread.
Yeah, I
it was, in the
remember
middle of
it.
Paper.
Oh,
Yes.
what a blessing. Still a blessing, isn't it?
Listen, twins are lucky, my little twins.
Oh. And you're
Shout
now
out,
twin.
girls.
Shout out to you girls.
And
Love
my
to
son.
see you.
I'm
How
not
old
going
are
to
they
say your
now?
name and embarrass you.
How old are they now?
My son's 18. The twins are, they're 12 in July, so nearly 12. And then my youngest one, she's 5.
Oh, bless her.
Yes.
That's the thing. That's
I'm
what
done.
Are you though? That's the question.
I'm
Are you?
done.
Are you?
Just for anyone that's thinking, I'm done, okay?
Oh, God. That's it then. That's it.
Just
No
got my
more.
life back.
Yes or no more. Not
Because
one.
the thing is, when you have kids, like mum will always say to me, "You're gonna have a child. Just have that child, knowing that you may have to bring that child up on your own. And if you want that child, then still have that child because relationships break down.
Yeah,
it's life."
Well, there we have it. Oh, bless. And to you, who's this?
Look,
Sarah.
18 myself. I
Thank
wish
you,
I looked
Sarah.
18 myself.
I tell you, and she's got 4. I got 1.
It's called fitness. Train. Get
What's his
training.
name?
I'm 42, not 18.
Oh, you're a baby. Calla whoever.
Calla whatever. Callie.
Yeah, Callie is how she looks like this. And I'm going to go to her class for an hour. I try to swing her around and all that. Because I need to get all that working again, especially, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think we should better end it now. Yeah.
So people, thank you so much for joining us today. This has been the wonderful Louise. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me,
darling.
thank you.
I look forward to you coming again.
Of
I'll come to your
course.
class.
Yeah.
And people, I've been Goddess Jazzy, and I will hear and see you next week. Lots of love, Sarah, as well. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, peeps. Oh, yeah, bye.